For today's Cyber CEO episode,
from January to June of last year, I had 1,960 views on my YouTube channel. Since Kimberly's been helping me from the same time period this year, I have 44,706 views. That's a big difference. And that's drawing people into me, right? It's huge. Besides doing the social media, it's just engaging with my clients that are in my training program. And making sure that they have what they need, making sure that the questions that they have are being answered. And this way, nothing slips through the cracks. I'm only one person, and sometimes things just go unnoticed. And I just have her helping me make sure I don't miss anything. I'm crossing all the T's and dotting all the I's. It's been incredible what we've been able to do over this time period. The growth is amazing. It's amazing.
welcome to Cyber CEO, wherein we talk about how our cyberbackers helped our cyber CEOs take their businesses to the next level. Cyber CEO is powered by Cyberbacker, the world's leading provider of admin support services from anywhere in the world to anyone in the world. Please visit our website www.cyberbacker.com for more details. Another awesome day here at Cyberbacker. My name is Jello. We're back with another episode of Cyber CEO. And of course, we have a very special guest on the show. David, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me.
Yes, we're very excited to have you on the show. And of course, thank you very much for dropping by. I know you have a lot of things to do. Now, to start things off, to let you know, we have a lot of listeners who are business owners just like yourself. So I need your help. Can you tell us something about yourself and your business, David?
Yeah, so I am a prospecting coach. So primarily what I do is I work with agents around the country and I teach them how to go out and earn business, learning scripts, learning how to overcome objections, and more importantly, learning how to master the listing presentation. That's what I do to help agents go out there and become listing focused seller agents.
So how long have you been in the business then?
I've been in real estate for about 18 years. And I've been on the coaching side of real estate for about the past 4 years.
Gosh. So a lot of experience right there. Now, how about working with someone virtual though? Just like what you're doing with your cyberbacker, Kimberly. Is this your first time doing something like this?
This is actually my first time. And I was actually, I wasn't very open to it when I first started hearing about it. Mm-hmm. And I'm so glad that I changed my mindset around it.
Go. I think that's quite normal because virtual leverage and the virtual world sometimes is, let's say, something new to a lot of people, right? But
yes.
What pushed you, though, to say, hey, maybe I could try this. Maybe it could impact my business?
Well, you know, in real estate, we talk about something called the 3 L's of real estate. You get leads, you get listings, and then you leverage so that you can focus on getting more leads and more listings. Mm-hmm. And when it comes to the coaching side of my business, my job is to help agents every day. And of course, there's so many things that I want to do behind the scenes. And yet my time is better spent helping them. So I realized that I really needed to leverage some of the behind the scenes activities like managing my social media, dealing with attendance, dealing with paperwork. And so I thought about looking for someone locally. And, you know, I didn't have a budget for that. And I wanted someone that was really good at working with social media. And so I found that, you know, engaging a company like Cyberbacker, I was able to find the best of both worlds.
There we go. So how did you find out about Cyberbacker anyway?
So actually, a couple of agents that have gone through my training program, 𝗙𝗰𝗶𝗹 is the person who actually introduced me to Cyberbacker. I know that he was using a virtual assistant, and I reached out to him and said, I think I need support. You know, would you recommend them? And he said, absolutely, and sent my information over. And I got a phone call and we were able to, you know, start moving in the right direction.
So that's where it all started. A referral then from one of your coaching clients. Now, how was the transition though? Because this is your first time really working with someone virtual though. Was it a big change for you working with someone virtual? Because of course, we're all kind of used to the business before, right? Now, again, everything's going a bit more virtual. So how was the transition for you personally?
I think the transition for me and probably other people is about the same. Like, we all feel like no one can do it as best as we can. And so sometimes we hold on to a lot of these responsibilities. Mm-hmm. And yet there's a saying that I always use, done is better than perfect. And so sometimes just getting it done is better than holding on to the control. And what I found working with Kimberly, my virtual assistant, is that she's able to do it just as well as I can do it. So it really gives me confidence to let go of some of those responsibilities and let somebody else run with that.
So you already mentioned her, Kimberly. Then, before you got to work with her, though, you went through our tedious hiring process. So interviews on Zoom, communicating with our Cyberbacker team. How did that experience go for you then?
So it was interesting. I had to kind of highlight what it was I was looking for someone to do. So I really needed to sit down to say, what are the responsibilities I want to keep? What do I want to leverage? And I let you guys know exactly what I was looking for. And you put together, 5 people for me to interview, which I thought was great, where I could actually have an opportunity to meet them, hear about them, what they could do to actually help me. And the person that I chose really just stood out, leaps and bounds over everyone else. And so it made it really easy for me to decide to hire her.
There we go. So it was an easy decision then to partner with Kimberly. Talk to me more about her, specifically about tasks then. You mentioned about social media. What other tasks do you specifically ask her to help you with then?
Well, and I'll tell you this, if you don't mind me sharing,
Sure.
One of the things I said is that I need help with social media, someone who can be creative and someone who can create the reels and add the captions to help grow my social media. And one thing that really impressed me about her during the interview process, everyone else said that they could help me. Kimberly showed me, she took one of my videos off of my social media and played with it and showed me that she could do exactly what I needed her to do. And it was just a no-brainer for me to hire her and use her. And I will tell you some of the things that I've leveraged her to help me do besides doing the social media. It's just engaging with my clients that are in my training program and making sure that they have what they need, making sure that the questions that they have are being answered. And this way, nothing slips through the cracks. I'm only one person, and sometimes things just go unnoticed. And I just have her helping me make sure I don't miss anything. I'm crossing all the T's and dotting all the I's.
So right there, just having someone to back you up whenever you need anything. Of course, that's what your Cyberbacker is there for. Now, how long have you been working with Kimberly, by the way?
Man, it seems like forever, but it's been, just this year, and it's been incredible what we've been able to do over this time period. It's the growth is amazing. It's amazing.
Now, talk to me more about that, though. And it was just a very short amount of time, not yet a year into the partnership. How did you create such a successful partnership with someone who's virtual? Because we get that question a lot. How do I make this work? How do I help my Cyberbacker succeed? How does my Cyberbacker help me succeed? So how did you and your Cyberbacker do it, though, David?
Clear communication. Like, I let her know exactly what I'm looking for. I let her know what I'm looking for from her. And I also gave her the power to run and just start doing things. And when she did things well, I made sure that I said, hey, great job. I need more of that. And so I just let her know what I was looking for and let her know when she was doing a great job. And she just wants to show up and make sure that she's doing more than I expect of her. And she always does. And you just have to give them the power to go to work for you. I think that's one of the benefits of having a virtual assistant. You want someone that you don't have to handhold. You want someone who can be an out-of-box thinker and will just go and get things taken care of. And she does that. And it's just been a great partnership. She knows me because she pays attention and she's plugged into what I'm looking for.
Absolutely exceptional, because again, just a matter of a few months that you've been working to get a lot of success that's been created, of course, in this partnership. Now, can you share with us one of the biggest success stories that you've had so far, that you've worked with your Cyberbacker? Because this could be very helpful to a lot of our clients who are still thinking about working with someone virtual or partnering with Cyberbacker. So any success stories that you can share with us, David?
Yeah, well, so in order to be successful in today's day and age, you have to have social proof, which means you have to be on multiple social media platforms. True. I handle my Instagram and my TikTok, and my LinkedIn and my YouTube are suffering. I just didn't have the time to get to them. So if I can give you an example, I wrote down some notes. From January to June of last year, I had 1,960 views on my YouTube channel. Since Kimberly's been helping me from the same time period this year, I have 44,706 views. That's a big difference. That's drawing people into me, right? It's huge.
That's really a huge difference right there. Now, of course, one last thing before we end today. I forgot to mention that Kimberly is going to be able to watch and listen to this once we have this online. So I was wondering, do you have a special message or quick shout out you'd like to give out to your rock star Cyberbacker before we end?
Yeah, I just wanted to tell Kimberly what I tell her very often, that I appreciate her and I wouldn't be able to do what I do without her. You know, there's so many things where I'm overwhelmed and I can just say, hey, Kimberly, I need you to take care of this. And the thing about her that I love is that I don't have to think about it. I know once I give it to her, it will be completed. And for an entrepreneur like myself, I need that confidence in someone that I hire, because if I have to go behind you and double check, then it's creating more work for me. And what I appreciate about Kimberly, if she says, hey, I got this, I know she has it and it's going to be done. So Kimberly, I really appreciate you and all the things that you do for me and my business. Thank you.
Seems to me that you've already found your perfect partner there, your Cyberbacker, Kimberly. And of course, we are very, very excited to see the continued growth and success of this partnership all throughout the years. And again, David, thank you very much for dropping by today. I had fun talking.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for listening to our daily dose of Cyber CEO. Stay tuned to know more about how Cyberbacker creates a difference in this digital time and age. You can visit our website www.cyberbacker.com and follow our social media pages on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Spotify.